Alright, yo, what's up guys, Nick here. Quick disclaimer before the video. I was too close to my mic, so you'll probably hear a lot of breathing. I'm sorry. That's my fault, but enjoy the ASMR, and also enjoy the tips and tricks. Alright, yo, what's up guys. Today I'm gonna show you a B split, how to execute a B split with your teammates, and then I'm also gonna show you some fakes towards A when you're in B. Alright, so the first smoke you want to do is you want to point your cursor on this dot here. This is for a smoke towards A as a fake, and then you want to think of this dot here as sort of a horizontal line, and then you want to jump throw when you hit that horizontal line. So basically like this, like that, and then what will happen is it'll bounce off, and then it'll land into, usually it lands into default. Sometimes if you time it like not well enough, it'll go onto the boxes or it'll go out of the boxes. So okay, so yeah, that was a better default smoke, right? So that's a good fake for A. And then another one you could do is, so this one's a bit more difficult. So you want to look at this blue dot here, line it up, and then think of each wooden pillar as a horizontal line on the x-axis. And then for the y-axis, you want to look up from this corner of the carpet. You look up till you get to this beam. So like that, around there. And then you want to throw, you want to jump throw in the middle of this beam and this beam on the x-axis. So you would do it pretty much like that. And so this will bounce off the floor, hit the wall, and then, well, that wasn't a very great example. Alright, so I'm gonna do that, and then it should look like this. So the smoke bounces off the wall. It's not perfect every time. It's supposed to actually bounce off of the floor, hit the wall, and then land there. But it isn't perfect. It's kind of timing based, and it's not that well refined, but like it's still it's good enough for a fake. So like that. See, that's like a believable smoke for CT, you know. So then you just have one person throw the default fake, and then you have one person throw the CT fake. I'm not sure about jungle and stairs fake because those are just kind of harder. So now I'm gonna show you how to execute a B split. I'm gonna show you how to execute a B split. So okay. All right. So basically the premises of a B split is basically you can have however many people in apps, and then you can have you should have 2 to 3 people pushing up cat. So I'd say one of the most important smokes, you don't need it, but is the window smoke. So I'm gonna teach you how to do that. It's a bit complicated. You can do this run throw like that. It doesn't work as well. So, see, it didn't land. But I found if you aim here and then throw like when your cursor reaches this part, it works pretty well. So you have to crouch jump throw, so it's kind of complicated, but it is a jump throw. So if you're not playing on 128 tick, it's gonna be a bit harder for you to land. Yeah, see, like that smoke is it's a perfect smoke. They can't really one way. You can kind of one way, but since they're gonna be pushing up cat, you can't really one way through there. So then you're gonna want the window smoke, which I just taught you, and then from here you're gonna want to aim up here along with this box, and then actually don't aim there. Aim at this railing sort of bit, like there, and then just normal left click throw. You don't have to walk or anything. and then the smoke will land there, and then you can push. Nobody in A will be able to shoot you, and then even if you're here, like, or slightly in ladder, they still won't be able to see you, and then you can just rush B with your 2 apps teammates. So if you're having trouble hitting the this smoke for window, if you're having trouble hitting that, like even I don't hit it 100% of the time, you can get a teammate to get a molly. Aim right here above this line, follow this line up to this like patchy sort of thing. Oh no. And then you want to have them throw a molly and then follow that up with a smoke. So what that'll do is, it's a higher smoke, so if you're playing A, you don't have much info on B short. You can't really peek that. Even if you do try to peek that, they'll see your legs first. You can't do this with just a smoke, because without the molly, the smoke will just bounce out of place. Although you could, it's not as good, because they could run up close and play this angle. So what I recommend doing, if you're playing as the apps player, you can, if you time it well with your teammates, you can flash them over. That wasn't a very great flash, but if you time it well, you can flash over, and then they'll get an easy kill B short, and then you can basically double team the people on site. But for the apps player's role is to, they can throw a fake smoke A, they can flash them, but the most important thing is to molly close van, because then anybody playing close is gonna either be forced out here, where the B short players are gonna be able to kill them, or they're gonna be forced out here or bench, right? So it's kind of an awkward fight to take, because you have 2 angles, or you have 1 angle, or you're like trying to worry about 2 angles. So it's just kind of it's harder for the CTs to defend against a B split. Another helpful tip for you guys, not really helpful, but useful, if you get lucky, you can shoot here with your op. It'll actually wall bang through. Actually, if you aim a bit lower, so you get stuck in this corner, and then just aim like around this dark brick. See here, it can penetrate through, so that spot is definitely wall bangable. This spot here, 100% wall bangable. You see, bullet left over there, and yeah. Another helpful tip you can do, if you're duo queuing, you can tell the other players to go A, and or you can actually, you can tell one to go B short. Depending on the game, you can have one B short, or you don't need him B short. You can have one teammate. If you're opping, this is mostly for oppers. You can have your teammate get stuck here, and then aim at this railing, and then when you throw it, it'll pop out right. Yeah, it'll pop out right here. And so what you can do is you can scope in, time it with him, and then just crouch up and then jump as soon as the flash pops. So hold crouch and then jump and then let go of crouch, and then you'll be in that position. So to do it fast, you just be like, right. So that's a pretty useful pop flash that you can use with your teammate. You can either have him plop flash you in, and then he can go over and play B short, or if you already have one playing B short, he can either pop flash you, play this angle, maybe play bench, maybe play deep market, or you can just rotate A and help the teammates. Yeah. So hope these tips helps you guys, and yeah, I'll hopefully be making another tutorial soon. I don't know.